This is the time to meal prep. The main purpose of meal prepping is so that we can prepare healthy foods that we eat during the week. The reason we do this is because we want to increase our probability of making better choices midweek. So if we have the healthy food with us and all our coworkers are going to get food, we can potentially stick around and eat our own food and avoid going to the pizza place. So that's kind of the main reason we do it. It also can save some money. So first part of meal prepping is we need it to take the least amount of time possible. If meal prepping is something that takes you 5 to 6 hours a day on Sundays, we might do that for a little bit, but the second that we're tired or we have a busy weekend, it's gonna go out the window. So we have to cut that time down and make it a really short process that's bearable. Otherwise, we're gonna drop it. So a couple ways to do that is Instacart or a grocery delivery service. So I'll let her talk about Instacart. Go ahead.
Instacart's awesome. Just for the record, you don't have to have a Costco membership. They go for you, so you save time driving around to all the stores, in traffic, whatever. So that's point number one. Point number two, you might have like an upcharge on some foods in some stores, but ultimately it saves you money because you don't wander around all those middle aisles, looking for Pop-Tarts or whatever is your cheap food.
I usually have to bat things out of her hand.
So just shopping from my phone allows me to buy things that I know I've bought before, that is just easier, and then I press send and I'm done and I don't have to worry about it. I'm not thinking about all those things that I'm craving when I'm walking down the aisles.
So anyway, it's awesome. It's worth the investment if it costs you between $10, $20, $30 extra that week. One, you might save that by not buying unnecessary foods, but two, it saves you a ton of time, and then three, it's the investment in your time so that you'll actually do this over and over again each week. And you can have lazy morning, have coffee, punch your order in, and then 2 hours later your food shows up to the door. So that's one of the main ones. Second one is making foods that have very little prep time. Now, if you love to cook, this could be a different experience, and you most certainly can spend more time cooking if you want to, but we need to have quick recipes that only take us a couple minutes to make. Obviously, crock pot's one of the main ones. We're trying to avoid having to make sauces, homemade sauces. We're trying to avoid having to cut too many things up. So the quicker you can get it in a pot, get it in an oven, and start cooking it, the better. The most important thing with all the food is finding something you like, because ultimately if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to eat it. And the biggest mistake that I see is someone makes something and maybe it does taste good, but then they eat it 9 times that week and then it tastes horrible and they never want to eat it again. So it's important when you're starting out, if you're new to meal prepping, start with like 1 to 2 meals that you cook. Keep the portion size or total portions down. So if you're just eating, or if it's just the two of us eating, don't make 15 portions of that food, because you're each eating 7 or 8 portions of that and you're going to be burnt out on it. So 1 to 2 dishes, quick meal prep time, use Instacart. Those are kind of the main ones. This is a trial and error thing. You're going to make stuff you hate, and that's okay. So make a new recipe, start over, and that's why it's so important to start small. If you guys have any questions on this, we'd love to answer them in the comments below. Otherwise, good luck meal prepping today. See ya. You were supposed to wave.
Oh. It's a little crooked.
Details, the nitty
You
gritty.
need to say that.
What?
I don't think you need to say this is going to be. Oh, you're doing it wrong. Just say you're doing it wrong.